Hey, Intuitive Soul Tribe. Mel, Intuitive Soul Coach here, excited to bring to you today's collective reading where we dive into the energy of a period of transition and change that's currently manifesting or occurring in your world. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, let's take a look. Period of transition or change. What is coming in here for you? Okay, so the reason for this change is a judgment call is being taken because you're discontent, right? There is an energy here of not feeling satisfied. You may even feel like you've been betrayed, or you may have felt like you've betrayed yourself in some way, shape, or form. You have the deceit card here. So I'm getting the energy of Seven of Swords, being completely honest with oneself. And you also have the Truth card coming out here, collective. It's almost as if some sort of inner truth came bubbling out, or maybe the truth of a situation, something that possibly once made you happy no longer makes you happy. And that is why the energy of change is showing up here for you. You may have even taken a sabbatical, or you took some time off to really reevaluate, reassess, and contemplate a decision, because the discontent card here, it feels like you've been in this for quite some time. I am getting temperance energy. So some of you have been waiting for a change to occur, or you yourself have been wanting to take an action step, but you felt like you've been held back. Or if this has to do with career, I feel like you've been discontent, wanting to move into a brand new beginning here. Now, the beautiful energy coming in is you're reassessing your priorities. You have the priorities card, and you are living in your truth and your integrity. And there's something that cannot be unseen or unnoticed any longer. It's like the white elephant in the room. You can't hide that elephant behind the curtain or underneath the rug, because it's going to show up. And it has created a sense of maybe unease for some of you as well. And with the deceit here, if this is someone else wearing a false mask, they may not have taken off that mask yet. They may still be under some form of illusion. So what that means is you may have ascended your energy towards a higher truth, but there could be someone else that doesn't believe that that's the truth, or they may not be seeing it as the truth. I just feel like if there's someone that's connected to your energy here, there's a mask, there's an illusion. There could even be some toxicity tied to another person, or the way that they're thinking about something could be toxic or unhealthy. Now you have the Solitude card here. So this is about hermiting, right? Soul searching, meditating, and becoming aware of your life path, your purpose, your missions, your options. I'm getting options here. And I'm also getting it's very important for you to unplug and get back to nature, get back to oneself. I'm also hearing back to basics. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what that means, back to basics. I mean, it could be simplifying one's life, or it could be getting back on maybe a healthy routine, exercise, food, or whatever it may be for you. But I feel like taking a little bit of time out is important for your growth. It's important for this transformation and this change that's occurring. Now you have, as far as your advice, is leadership here. This is taking a step up. This is ascension. I am getting strong Emperor, Empress vibes here. So you could be taking a career to the next level. This could be taking your health to the next level, maybe even advancing in matters of the heart, even if that advancement for you means seeing the truth. If someone else hasn't seen it yet, it's not your job to unmask. even if you do unmask or there is a truth wide out in the open, sometimes people only see what is suction cupped to their forehead. They can't see beyond. And one of the quotes I say often is, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And I do feel like you have strong leadership ability, or this is a strong energy for you, collective, to take the lead, to take action on a situation, and to step up into, a new beginning. And that's what is happening here. So let's clarify. Now, bottom of the deck, we do have the Judgment. And the Judgment in tarot is changing your life for the better. It is letting go of regrets. It's a second chance to bring something back to life. And what I'm getting for you here, collective, is this is you coming back to life. This is about you being able to feel vitality and feel happiness and feel love and feel support, because there's something that you felt. They're giving me this card, but instead of the word discontent, they're giving me disconnect. So some of you, you've disconnected yourself or who you are, maybe because of a relationship, maybe codependency was part of it, or you got lost in the responsibilities or the heaviness of something or the pain. And sometimes we can disconnect from ourselves, from our soul self, as we navigate and journey through life here on earth. And I feel like that's why the Judgment is coming in. That's why you're going through this period of change and transition at this time. I am getting June is a significant month, Gemini season. Some of you may be Geminis. I'm also getting strong Virgo, Libra cusp. So it could be September-ish, could be change. Maybe that's a finalization. That's when someone could move. That could be when maybe a business is bought or sold, or a major change is occurring in one's life. Let's take a look here. Spirit, why is the Truth card showing up here? Why is the Truth card showing up for the collective? 9 of Wands. Now, when it comes to money, the worst is over. Sometimes the hardest part is to accept some sort of truth, right? It's the acceptance piece up to the situation, right? If you're going through a relationship and you've been teetering on the edge of, should I stay? Should I leave? Sometimes the most difficult part is that contemplation period 6 months prior, right? Do I stay? Do I leave? Do I try to make this work? I've done everything I can. Is this in my highest good? So driving ourselves crazy at times, really going back and forth in that, ambivalent type of energy can be difficult. But sometimes taking that first step is really what is the catalyst to get things moving. And this is a 9, and 9s are about completions. So I do feel like there's a sense of accomplishment here within your higher self now that you have rediscovered or uncovered some sort of a truth. That may have been, the hard part, but I feel like the worst is over. Stability is ahead. When it comes to money, when it comes to love, you are resolving challenges. And I feel like you've gone through a lot with the 9 of Wands. This is the card of the wounded warrior. It is having that determination to get through everything that you have gone through in the past, right? Some of you wanted to give up. Some of you may have paused or taken a long pause, or again, some form of solitude. You weren't quite sure how you were going to keep going, how you were going to keep putting one foot in front of the other here. But this is discipline, it's persistence, and it's spiritual strength. Wands are all about the spiritual self, and you have higher self here, and that flame is right in the middle. So this is confirmation that there is some sort of inner truth that is getting reignited, and that's giving you a final push. But Spirit wants you to know here that now that I keep getting rediscovered, or I feel like it's rediscovering a part of you that may have been suppressed, or a part of, again, your vitality, your joy. There's some sort of excitement that is showing up here because you've gone through a lot. You really have. So maybe this is, love after loss, or working really, really hard in your career or your business to finally get to that peak of promotion. Or perhaps some of you have worked, in the corporate world for decades, and now you get to retire. I feel like there's this next level energy that's happening here for you, and you're reassessing and your priorities. Your next card out is priorities. And it does remind me, with the two hands showing up there, of the Six of Pentacles. There's reciprocity here. Seven of Pentacles can also be taking a look at priorities. Is something one-sided here? How can I bring it back into balance? Or maybe my priorities have changed. That's what the Truth card is bringing out here. Perhaps this relationship was a priority and you put it on the back burner, or perhaps, you had spent the majority of your years focusing on career and finances, but now you're reassessing your priorities, saying, well, maybe I want a little more love. So there's something here that you are wanting to bring more balance into, but it wouldn't surprise me if you getting honest with yourself and saying, wow, I've been doing that for quite some time. It may have been a comfort level, or it may have been a driving, motivating factor with that Nine of Wands, but it's like you're reassessing now and saying, is that still my truth? Is that still the direction or the path that I want to go towards? And look at that. You have 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles has to do with wealth, with family, with inheritance. It can be the card of legacy, retirement, family, marriage, commitments. Now, if this is love, a lot of you want to secure a family life where you're able to, embrace that legacy. You're able to spend time with those that you love. And for those of you, if this is career, you are wanting to prioritize to set yourself up for a retirement, or for, a long-standing abundance in some way, shape, or form. 10 of Pentacles is beautiful energy. And a lot of you also are reprioritizing your health. And maybe this truth is about realizing that there's something within the body that has finally maybe manifested, and you may be seeing it now that it's out in the open. So for example, maybe there's, a little bit of extra weight or a lot of weight that you had gained due to some unhealthy habits. And perhaps you didn't always see that weight, or you didn't have, the effects, right? But perhaps you decide to put on some clothes and you're like, wow, none of my clothes fit, or I just don't feel the energy that I once did. Or it could be, drinking. Perhaps you can't, you have a headache or a hangover the next day, or there's a truth about a family member or some sort of secret that you've kept in. I just feel like there's something within you that is coming out in the open. Again, white elephant. You have to address this here because it's showing up in the physical earthly realm. And I feel like because some sort of truth has come to the surface, you are reprioritizing what really matters most to you here, collective. Why are we discontent? Or we're going to say disconnected as well, because that card came up, or that word. So let's take a look. Spirit, why do we have the discontent card showing up here for the collective? What is leaving collective feel discontent? Six of Pentacles, that's what we just said here. So there is something that feels very one-sided. Some of you may not have financial backing. You may not have emotional backing. Even though it is a pentacle, I am getting for some of you not having some sort of support. Right? And it may even feel like you don't have professional support even for, it could be a health concern or a health issue. It could be a legal situation. You also have the King of Swords. Now, when it comes to money, I feel like you may not feel like you're being compensated for the work that you're putting in, and that is leaving you discontent. Or for some of you, it could be lack of emotional fulfillment. You could just be working for a paycheck here with the King of Swords, or you could be working with people who, they're very direct. They could be very about, the money, or about, the career path, the pentacle realm, but there's not a lot of room for, passion, desire, creativity. If this has to do with love, I feel like something could be one-sided here because this person's not very romantic, or they may be very, very logical. It doesn't mean that there's not love there. We'll pull one more card, but because we're clarifying discontent, I don't feel like there's a lot of love. I'll just say that. Something feels one-sided. This can also be needing to share resources. Some of you could even feel disconnected from a partner, but maybe you're staying because maybe your priority is children. And the truth is, the truth could be, you are staying because maybe this person is financially the breadwinner and you're trying to prioritize, but perhaps you're not able to leave at this time. Or perhaps the truth is that you're unhappy in a situation and you're going to prioritize and do what you need to do to exit. So you take it as it resonates, collective. But if something is one-sided here with the Six of Pentacles and one person is benefiting, or neither, I almost get neither person is benefiting in a situation. Okay. Or if this is a boss, I feel like they're getting what's left of you, not the best of you. Yeah. Or if this is a relationship, they're getting like the leftovers, what's left of you and your energy and your creativity, and they're not getting that 100% of you. So it's not fair for either one, and it's leaving you feeling discontent. Okay. King of Swords showing up. I don't love this energy with the discontent because this can be someone who's angry, not in touch with their emotions. It can be someone who may be very snobby, nose in the air. They can be manipulative, or they use their mind, right? Or their words to kind of persuade or to manipulate or to hurt, right? Some sort of truth. They can speak some sort of truth. It may be a truth. It may not be what you want to hear, but can be in a vindictive, rude, condescending way. And if that's what you're dealing with, I would be discontent as well. Let's get one more card for discontent. For those of you going through this period of transition, it does feel heavy, but I don't see a major arcana yet. So let's see what's going on here. One more card, please. Well, there's the major arcana. Okay. We have King of Wands here, and we have Empress. Some of you are dealing with maybe a King of Wands, someone who could be inconsistent. If this is, maybe you're dealing with an Empress, or you could be an Empress. These are not matches, right? It almost feels one-sided here. The Emperor and the Empress are a match. The King and the Queen of Wands are a match. And I just feel like someone may be on a little bit of a power trip, or an ego trip, or even a money trip. I just feel like someone is discontent because they may want to expand or discover. If this isn't a person that you're dealing with, King of Wands, this could be you wanting to feel inspired, wanting to have a new job, a new sense of clarity. If this is love, you're wanting to find someone affectionate and passionate, because that King of Swords, right? They're not that passionate, right? There may not be a whole lot going on in the passion department, but I feel like the Empress, if this is you, male or female, doesn't matter. This is good fortune. This is having options to build and create, right? She's the creation, the mother of creation here. She is very abundant and full of success, and she exudes this energy of, nurturing, mothering, creativity, sexual energy. She's a goddess. And I feel like if this is love, this is about mutual trust, affection, and possibly pregnancy as well, or that nurturing, mothering type of energy here. All right. So let's take a look at what this period of solitude is bringing in for you. Some of you may have already stepped into that energy. Now, I do want to say that I feel like the deceit and the discontent, they're all kind of in one of what we just talked about. So I don't feel like we need to clarify the deceit, because some of you, the deceit in itself can be not being honest, right? It can be someone being one-sided, or there's just not reciprocity. And that in itself, yes, there could have been betrayals, lying, cheating, things of that nature. But I feel like the real deceit here is staying in a situation because you feel like that's your only choice. Because I do see with the 10s are, expansion and completion and new beginnings. So I feel like there are additional options here. You may feel like you're limited. You may feel like you're stuck in a situation, and it could be that you have been stuck in a rut, but I feel like there are some new doors opening here for you. Spirit, what is the solitude card all about for the collective? Okay, what is this energy of being in solitude, doing that soul searching or doing something on your own? What does that look like? What does that consist of? What does the intuitive tribe need to know? Six of Swords. Yeah, you're ready to get out of Dodge. Six of Swords is about something improving, right? Separating yourself is going to allow the situation to head towards calmer waters. So if this is a job, you may go off on your own. You may decide to go towards a new opportunity. Whatever it is that you are gaining space from, it's actually going to bring in improvements. If this is love, there could be cooperation coming in here after a time of, again, solitude or disconnecting. I mean, if you're married, Ten of Pentacles could be marriage. And perhaps there's been, external factors or maybe some small truths within the dynamic that really need to get looked at because someone's feeling discontent. It may be needs are not feeling satisfied or fulfilled, or maybe priorities have shifted and you haven't put as much time together. Maybe solitude is what someone needs to break free from. If you've been roommates or if you've been spending too much time doing your own thing, right? There could be an energy here of coming back together in some way, shape, or form. Now, there is cooperation here, definitely spiritual journey. Some of you, it could be travel. You could be heading towards a spiritual retreat. For some of you, it's freeing yourself from a situation that it can be beyond repair, okay? I feel like there is something beyond repair. I'm also getting, for some of you, someone snores really loud, okay? Maybe someone has sleep apnea, or someone sleeps in a different room or a different bedroom or different space because of snoring or sleep patterns or even sleep schedules. Maybe there is a reason why someone stays up way later or can't get to sleep. I just feel like sleep patterns are affected in some way. Now, you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is partnerships. There is a sense here of wanting stronger partnerships, wanting to collab, but I do feel like there's a time of deep introspection first. So wherever you are at on your journey, on your transition, so you can choose where you're at. Maybe the truth hasn't hit you yet. Maybe you haven't reassessed priorities, but I feel for the majority of you, if you're watching, it's because there is a period of transition because of feeling deceit or discontent. So most likely all of you are here at this time, but where you are at on this journey could be different for each and every one of you. But I feel like there is a period of reflection and disengaging, disconnecting, and it's going to put you back into that Queen of Pentacles. This is getting in touch with nature, right? Getting in touch with yourself, your higher self. When it comes to love, this is a sincere, practical, realistic lover as well. This can be partnerships that are based on trust, and I'm getting physicality as well. There's something about helping each other out or feeling maybe on a physical level, like we can help each other out in some way. But we also have the Four of Wands. So Four of Wands is the card of stability. It's the card of success and harmony. When it comes to love, this can be moving towards a happy, comfortable home, feeling content, right? And that's what the Queen of Pentacles creates. So there is something here with practicality or someone really leaning in or wanting to stay because you may make someone's life easier, right? You may make their lives easier. You may do the cooking and the cleaning and, the bill paying and maybe the household and the kids. And I just feel like for some of you, you may feel like it's one-sided and you're feeling discontent because you're not getting the help that you deserve and it's leaving you feeling a little bit wore out. Now, if this is Single, some of you could be single. You may be in a period of transition where you're getting out of that singlehood, right? You're getting out of that period of solitude, and you are opening to the idea of inviting someone into your world to take care of and to love. Not that they need taking care of, but there's this dynamic of the divine masculine, divine feminine. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're female or male or two females, two males, but there's this energy of coming together in yin yang and nurturing, caring, loving each other, taking care of each other. So I feel like that is cause for celebration. All right, let's take a look at your advice here, which is the leadership card, right? This is taking a step forward. This is, Emperor is what I was picking up on. So let's see what comes out as the advice here. Leadership, stepping into a new position, a new role, a new title. This can be making a choice. Two of Wands. This is about beneficial guidance, right, from others. There could be a strong mentor, coach, healer, or leader coming into your life, right? And you may have a choice to make, or this person could help you make some choices in your life as well. This can be about building a rewarding relationship. Two of Wands is making that choice, right? Knowing that the world is your oyster. She's holding up the world in her hand. And it's like that song, I got the whole world in my hands, right? So there is something here about the world is your oyster. What do you want to do? How do you want to live? And who do you need to become, collective, to step into this next chapter of your life in order to open the door fully to this transition that you've been going through? So I feel like you are building, you are stepping up into higher ascension, higher love, better health, whatever it may be for you, whatever it is that you are bringing some sort of judgment call to. This is, ding, ding, ding. You're under the microscope here. And I feel like your work is either being recognized or your life in some way is coming to a point where Spirit is saying, like, it's now or never. Okay. And maybe it's not that it's now or never, but I just get this energy like the time is now for you to really take action towards your dreams, because you may feel, in 10 years, if you don't, you may feel like it's too late, or you may not have the self-esteem or the confidence to do what you want to do right now. So in a way, it is now or never. Okay. So whatever this is here, whatever this transition is, I mean, it's going to be different for each and every one of you, but I do feel like it's on you, or it's time. The self-esteem, you have the support, you have what it takes, you're being guided, and you have survival showing up here as well. It's almost as if this is essential to your survival. It could quite literally be, right? Spirit, what do we have for the Judgment card showing up at the bottom of the deck? What is the Judgment? Can we please clarify? Oh, all right. That one came in hot. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. Okay, Queen of Cups. We have Six of Wands. There's the Emperor. I knew we would see him eventually. So there we have some sort of counterpart, some sort of divine union. Okay, we have Empress and Emperor showing up here in your reading. We have the Lovers. We have the Six of Wands, and there's the Three of Wands. So you're moving forward. You're making a choice here to step into love and to step into choosing, the path of the heart, choosing what you love, choosing to love yourself. I mean, when we go from the 2, we're making that decision. When we get to the 3, this is about efforts bearing fruit, right? Others also being able to see you for who you are and to love you for who you are. This is about commitment, engagement, celebration. Remember, this is underneath, so you may not fully be embracing this energy quite yet, okay? Because Judgment is coming in, now or never type of energy. And we have the Lovers, which I mean, that's choice. That's choice. And it says combining resources, collaboration, mutual caring, mutual attraction. It's making choices that are beneficial for both parties. This is also Gemini energy, which didn't we say something with Gemini earlier? Yeah, Gemini season. This can be destiny. It can be soulmate. It can be love contracts, making balanced decisions, balance between possibly, the head and the heart as well. We have the Emperor, success in business, success in legal matters. This is about, taking the lead. For love, it's stability, it's maturity, it's loyalty. I mean, the Emperor and the Empress, they are the power couple, whether it is in love, which it certainly could be, we have the lovers, or it's in business. Both of you love what you do, so this will be a very successful partnership or union because we have your final card, Six of Wands. Look at her riding in on her white horse. It says, well-deserved success. You are being noticed. Love, time of happiness, time of encouragement. When the Six of Wands shows up, this is achievement. It can be fame, it can be victory, it can be public recognition, it can be, marriage, celebration, it can be legacy, stability in some way, shape, or form. So whatever you're going through now, trust that this transition, trust that you being brave enough to reassess your priorities and get fully honest with yourself here, collective, is going to lead you to this if you're not there yet, right? And for those of you, if you were grabbed to the title, whatever the title is of the reading, you are still most likely going through these stages of the transformation. And so you may not have quite felt this energy come in, but it could happen sooner rather than later. Even though these are timeless, I am picking up on Gemini energy, which will be in full effect until around the 21st. So this could come in quick for you. That judgment, that's a now energy, right? Judgment is, it can be Scorpio as well, but it could be something that you really dive into in Gemini season here. You could see major results by Scorpio season here as well, because that's the energy of judgment. But Scorpio season is October, November. So there could be some finalizations, there could be some completions, or even proposals of some sort. Maybe travel, moving, things of that nature. All right, last final words of advice here for the collective. Final words of advice. What do we have, please, for the collective? Serendipity. Beautiful. Serendipity is that 4-leaf clover. Collective, it's about being at the right place at the right time. If you've ever watched the movie, I think, isn't there a movie called Serendipity? And this is all about opportunities allied with readiness. And like I said, the time is now. That's what that judgment says. This is the awareness of synchronicity. It's luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols. It's a magical alignment of events. You've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune, collective. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for those in the future. That's the Ten of Pentacles. It's almost as if Spirit is bringing you this higher truth for you to reprioritize, for your life to be prioritized in such a way that is of service, right? Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected. That's the judgment. Expect some big changes and smile, for Spirit loves you so, so very much. Okay, so you could be put in front of the right person at the right time. You either have met or you're about to meet someone very, very important on your life's path, on your journey. Like I said, Emperor and Empress energy. It could even be, and didn't we said that earlier, leadership. You could meet maybe a king, a King of Wands, was it, in the leadership? You could meet someone very important. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. I feel like it is out of your hands, but pay attention to the signs and symbols and synchronicities. And I do feel the need to read the reversal, because even though we see a lot of light at the end of the tunnel, some of you haven't quite seen that light yet. So I'm going to read the reversal for those of you that still feel stuck in this truth piece and acceptance piece. Perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person you gave your heart to was supposed to be the one. Yet it all fell apart. Consider this. Sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. Right? Before you hit the jackpot, don't get caught up in the drama of disappointment. There really is a silver lining in the cloud. Spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you to where you are meant to go. Pay attention to the signs presented to you. So that's a message for some of you who are going through a transition where you did feel like something was meant to be. And it was meant to be for your evolution, for your lessons, for your growth, but also before you hit that jackpot. And this jackpot is what we see over here. So that is what I have for you, Intuitive Soul Tribe. I hope that resonates. If it does, please hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Lots of love.